Okay, so hey guys, and today I'm back with another movie review, and this time it is Terminator Dark Fate, which cancels everything that happened after Judgment Day and starts afresh, much like Halloween H2O. So let's begin the review. Okay, so first let's talk about the opening of this movie. It is done in a really creative way and I liked it. And creative and cinematic opening logos are good, right? Yes, but what's not good is that this creative and cinematic opening logo was my favorite moment out of this entire movie. So yeah, while the opening scene where they show all the logos of the studios and all may make this movie look really ambitious, much like Judgment Day, in reality it is not. And we understand that right at the next scene where they just ruined Judgment Day. I had such high hopes for this movie because I thought that the trailers were amazing. But this scene right here just ruined my expectations. I was not really mad during the scene, I was just disappointed. But hey, at least it did one good thing. It made me realize that this movie would be nowhere near the first two Terminator films. I had actually thought that maybe this film could be as good as the first one by looking at the trailers, but nope. Okay, so now let's talk about the new and old characters of this movie. Danny was the main new hero of the movie, but ironically came off as the most boring one out of our heroes. If it wasn't for the boring villain, Danny would be the most boring character. Sarah is still the best character out of all of our heroes without even trying, and yes, she's even better than the Terminator himself in this movie. Grace tries to become the new Sarah but fails to do so since Sarah is still way cooler. I did like Grace's backstory though, of being half human and half robot, but to be honest, her backstory was just wasted potential. They could have done so much more with the interesting backstory that they had given to Grace, but nope, that didn't happen. Anyways, let's talk about the Terminator himself, and he's terrible in this movie. I was really excited for his return, but he just isn't as great as he was in the previous movies. Like, yeah, he still does have some cool action scenes, but his character itself had been downgraded so much. And even he had potential to be cool, since old people in action thriller or horror movies are often amazingly cool. Take Laurie Strode from Halloween 2018 and Sarah from this very movie, for example. So yeah, it was a missed opportunity to get a cool old Terminator. Okay, so you remember how Judgment Day had Silver Surfer as its villain? Well, now the villain is Venom, but just an extremely boring version of it. And yes, I'm going to call it Venom from now on, just like I called T-1000 as a Silver Surfer in my Judgment Day review, because robot names are boring and I don't even know this guy's robot name, because I just got bored and stopped paying attention every time he came on screen. And no, I'm not even going to look it up because this Venom guy bored the life out of me, and I really hate when villains out of all people do that. And he's basically discount Silver Surfer, and he even tries to replicate the helicopter chase scene from Judgment Day, but that doesn't end so well since that scene ends up being nowhere close to the original helicopter chase. However, I will have to say that the acting for this character is really well done in some of the scenes, and you can feel the anger or the evil inside it, but in only some of the scenes though, not all, since for the most part it is boring. I would definitely not recommend this movie to any long-time Terminator fans, especially those who like Judgment Day a lot. But if you like explosions or if you like to get some more cool Sarah Connor, then yeah, this movie just might be for you. And now I'm going into spoiler territory, so spoiler alert. The outrage from the fans of the Terminator franchise is truly understandable, since even I was pretty disappointed with the death of John Connor, even though I'm a fan of this franchise for less time than most people are. So yeah, even though I'm not a hardcore fan, it disappointed me. And what's worse, he didn't even get an epic chase scene or something before he died, and he was just killed so easily. Just 3 gunshots and bam, John Connor is dead. I was seriously thinking that this was Sarah's nightmare or something, but oh no, it was reality. Okay, so now let's talk about the final scene of this movie where stuff happens. The villain is really powerful and all of them gang up on it and beat it with chains or something, and the Terminator brings it down with him and blah blah blah. Truly a mess of an ending. Rating 5 out of 10. Best moment, the opening studio logos. Okay, so yeah guys, and that was it for the review, and I love the fact that the only scene from Judgment Day is my favorite one. And I know that 5 out of 10 might seem like a buffed rating compared to what I said about this movie, but it did have some nice action scenes and all. So yeah. Anyways guys, don't forget to like, comment, share, and of course subscribe. And so yeah guys, bye.